The tree line is looking pretty thin there with the leaves. I'm predicting that by this time next week, the trees will be pretty bare. Okay, let's check for duck eggs. You're just the right size for this job.
Ooh, I found a nice one.
All right. Sweet. That's a good egg right there. Beautiful. Do you like the box? Think the chickens will like it? We've got our culprit. Egg pecking in action. I would assume that this chicken hopefully will lose interest in pecking the eggs now that we're putting pretend ones in there. And hopefully won't do that again.
Whoa!
Alrighty, kiddo. Shall we? The fields. We're gonna go check out the fields?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you're smart keeping your hands inside your sleeve there. It's a pretty bright sunset, isn't it?
That's pretty cool.
Wow. That corn looks pretty beat up after all that wind. Yikes. Ooh. Yeah. That was what I was afraid of. Okay. They're very camouflaged here in this corn, aren't they? Oh, look how short. Here, stand next to the corn over there so we can see how short those stalks are. They're usually much taller than me. Some of them are shorter than him.
Like some are like big.
There's a few that are big, but
Like this one's
a
big.
lot of them are broken off.
It still has a corn.
Yep.
It still has
Boy. I hope it stays nice and dry for a while so they can get in and harvest. I know, dinosaur. Here. You've been off adventuring for some time. Oh boy, look at all the walnuts over here we have to harvest. Oh my goodness. Our walnut trees usually take turns. One goes 1 year, one goes another year. But this year, both walnut trees produced. So we have an abundance of walnuts. Yeah, that's your cherry tree.
Oh, so my tree's done growing?
Well, not quite yet. Still got a little growing to do, just like you. Will you guys just chill out down there? I'm trying to take a scenic video. Really, guys? Contain yourself, Spitterb. Morning, ladies. And what delightful thing do you leave us here? Oh, this is fresh. This is nice and warm. Thanks, guys. People talk about how it being flat here is kind of a boring and negative thing, but it's also extremely useful. It is actually quite helpful for weather prediction. We're able to see all the way to the horizon, and so we can tell when there is a weather system coming and where it's coming from, and we can tell over there that it's raining. There are a lot of times when we can hear the rain coming. You know, it's the rain starts hitting the field a mile away. We can come out and get everything done before we go in, and we can see the lightning. It's kind of one of the cool things of living in Iowa. It's also quite pretty. Still a ways off before it starts raining, so better get some things done before the rain hits. Let's check in here. Any ducky eggs? Oh, there we go. Another ducky egg. Another day, another egg. Pop it in carefully. Oh, you gotta be careful when you put them in there. Chickens have their own egg-laying alarm system. It's called the Egg Song. And I'm guessing if I get in there, there's going to be a freshly laid egg. So let's take a peek. Oh. Are you guys doing a false alarm? Yes, you are. I don't see any eggs in there. Oh, you're busted. You just practiced. Okay, old frick. Okay, so I fell asleep pretty early and I had pretty decent sleep until I woke up about 4:30 in the morning, completely unable to go back to sleep after laying in bed for an hour or so trying to fall asleep. I went ahead and I cleaned my bathroom and I did a few things. I have been awake for 4 hours since then. It's about 8:30 and I'm starting to get tired again, and so now that I have been up and I've done things, I feel better about catching a nap, and I'm not going to lose time and productivity because I worked while I was awake. It's one of those sort of days. Oh, mercy. Turns out it's a little hard to take a nap when you've got the hiccups. Okay, so we are keeping the new ducks in isolation for right now, just because our new Drake over there was attacked at his old place and he's still recovering. We don't want him to get picked on in the new flock, so we're letting him heal up really well, and that means we're leaving his friends in here with him. In the meantime, it's a pretty group of ducks. Yeah, you'd be surprised how often this happens. I'm just at the wrong height for that. So, this is the second time that I've gotten the hiccups today. So I'm keeping track, paying attention. Unfortunately, one of the symptoms of MS that I deal with is occasionally getting the hiccups. So, gonna pay attention to that. This is the second time today. Noted. Hey, what you got there?
I got the hard-working eggs.
Hard-working eggs. All right, let's go get the other ones.
See that?
What? There are 4 eggs? Oh boy.
Right one.
Ooh.
Ooh, this one's the cleanest one out of all.
Oh, awesome. All right, pop it in. We're going to have to put down some fresh bedding.
Oh,
Silly kitty.
let me check out the other spots.
Okay. Very good.
That
All
is
right.
a lot. We found 3 for the chickens and 4 for the eggs.
All right, so here we have my, well, I'd say famous, but it's the first time I've ever made it this way. So my not so famous Instant Pot ribs. Generous helping of Traeger coffee rub, quite a bit of seasoned meat tenderizer, and then Himalayan garlic seasoning salt. And then also, probably, this is 3 baby back racks of ribs. So it's probably about 2 cups of brown sugar maybe with that. And then as you can see, I've sprinkled some onions on the top. Onions are a natural meat tenderizer as well. This many ribs. I probably would do 40 minutes Instant Pot, pressure cook, high pressure for 40 minutes. Should be sufficient. Pressure cook, down to 40 minutes. Pressure is on high. That's it.
All right.
Then about half a bag. Cook those for 7 minutes. And then it probably sat for a few minutes too, but it's probably not necessary. And you just take the bowl out, dump the water out, put the potatoes back in, and then mash it.
And here is the finished product.
Ready to eat.
Let's see it in action. There you go. Lift with your legs. All right, fella. Look at you.
This is the video. It's me and my mom. I practiced this.
Had a filler. It's harvest day. See? And pretty exciting, huh? Yeah?
Oh, so they're making corn.
Yeah, they're harvesting it. So, tell me about the combine. Woohoo! It's like a parade. What did it sound like inside the combine?
It sounded like corn being chopped.
Oh, that's corn.
Oh, this is a little bit of corn.
The corn was being dropped into a different vehicle.
Yeah, and some of it was over 1,000 pounds.
That's a lot of corn, huh? Yeah. Was it noisy? Was it pretty loud? Little farmer boy and the big machine. And how many times did you go around?
Like an hour, for like an hour.
I would say you might have been in there for an hour. Yeah, you went back and forth a lot of times.
I went like back and forth, then back and forth, and back and forth. And then I went boom, boom, and then I went boom, boom, and then I went back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Then I'm like, hey, I'm on the edge. Yay, we're going to be done. And then I'm going to be like, and then Tractor Joey says, you still need to do the middle. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Can you imagine having to do a whole field? That takes a long time, doesn't it? Yeah. That's a lot of work, isn't it? And there were a lot of people. And you were in the combine, and then the tractor would pull up next to you, and then the corn would come out of the sides, right? What was that like? They must be pretty good drivers, huh? Yep.
But they are pretty slow sometimes.
Yeah. Look at that. Well, the last time when you were in a combine, it was when you were just a little bitty kid, and I got to ride with you sitting on my lap. I don't know. You were pretty little. You were only maybe 2 or so.
I remember I had that toy in my hand.
You did have that toy in your hand. I'm surprised you remember. And we talked about how it was cool to see all the wildlife in the fields.
One time when I was driving, I think I saw a turkey.
A turkey? When you were driving? When were you driving, sir?
I said my dad is driving.
Oh, your dad was driving, but you saw the turkey.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I bet there are a lot of farmers finding turkeys in their fields. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does it look like outside now that all the corn is gone?
It's flat.
It's really extra flat.
It's flat.
Yeah.
There's like little stems and stuff.
Poking up. Mm.
Yeah. And there's corns that survived the field.
Yes, there's corns and there's shucks. Lots of shucks, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Millions and hundreds.
Millions and hundreds of shucks. All right. So, did you have fun on the combine with Tractor Joy then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took like a while to start, and then there was like white stuff coming out.
It was like blowing up around. Yeah.
And it was dusty like the whole time.
Yeah. There were lots of little red flakes coming in the air too from the corn cobs. Mm-hmm. One of the byproducts of harvest season is corn chaff and shucks. It gets a bit messy, but it's part of the process. The air is really dusty, isn't it? Outside.
It is outside.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful view. It was the last thing.
Uh-huh.
It was a beautiful. And sometimes, and guess what? There's like a whole flat island. It's like a new island.
Of corn? Yeah. After you got all the other stuff done, there was like a little island of corn out in the middle, wasn't there?
And guess what? We went like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And back and forth and back and forth. And back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
It went like forever.
Yeah. Is it a big machine?
Yes.
Is it hard to get inside of it?
Sort of.
How did you get inside of it?
My mom helped a little bit.
Yeah, you had to get up that ladder.
And it's kind of spooky.
Because it's so high up? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty tall.
And one time, there was a corn... Wait, what's it called again? A cob?
A corn cob?
On the railing. And I saw it. It was amazing. I didn't think it would live through that.
And it just stuck there and stayed there?
Yeah, until the end. And
Yeah.
it flew away.
What was your favorite part about being in the combine?
Yeah, he was eating out of it and then putting it in the back. But the corn cobs.
The corn cobs and the corn shucks.
You know how they just crunch up the corn? They have this thing, and it's like and then they crunch up, and then they put the stuff on like that side, and then they throw it out, and then the corn goes up, and then it goes into the corn bucket.
Ah.
And it can move all the way to where the truck is, and guess what? When it beeps, it's like all the way up to your room.
It's as high, as deep as the room. Yeah, that's a lot of corn, isn't it? Did you ever think you'd see that much corn?
No.
Was it really interesting to see that much corn? Yeah. I mean, because we see the cornfields all the time, but we don't really think about how much corn is in it until it's time to harvest. It's pretty interesting.
It takes a long time. I thank Tractor Joey for driving.
You thank Tractor Joey for driving you in the combine? That's pretty cool, huh? All right. For some strange reason, I can usually tell when they run out of food. Alright, little kiddos. I'll get you something to eat. Alright, my little farmer boy is helping me to prepare the outside of the coop for winter. I've already put a little more straw down because it's supposed to snow tonight. That's responsible boy noticing that the pokey rake was in the way, moving it out of the way so Daddy doesn't run it over. But we're talking about setting up one of our spare kennels here to set up a little bath area for our duckies to come out and take their baths outside of the run so that the run will stay drier. You are doing a great job. You're helping quite a bit. Get it all ready because there's supposed to be snow in the forecast for tonight, and he's getting everything all cleared up so the door will open and close properly in case there's any freezing or precipitation. We have introduced the new ducks to the flock. Yeah, they're getting to know each other. They've been behaving themselves pretty calmly. Yeah. And they've been behaving themselves, getting to know each other. And yeah, look at you. You're doing a great job getting everything out of the way. That door will swing nice and easy. There's a bunch of stuff in the way. Also, we're going to use that rake to clear off some of the fallen leaves off the top because, as we've found, there are complications that come with freezing precipitation and stuff on the top. Oh, there's Trip. Trip is the one with the little hat, and he's one of our drakes. And there's Hobbs, the one that's next to the stump. He's our hobbly little feller. And he's a nice fella. They've been behaving themselves. We noticed that the new flock is kind of sticking together, which I really do recommend. If you have a new flock that you're introducing to an existing flock, it's better than just if you can introduce more than one at a time. It works a little better because they have somebody to hang out with, and so they're a little bit less likely to get picked on. So we're gonna get it all cleared off so that it's already kind of hanging back so they have a chance to get introduced to each other. See, those four right there are the new flock. Oh, look at that. You did such a nice job. All right, that's my fella. All right, back to work. Oh, Pepper, little panther. Yesterday was Black Cat Day. Yes, you have been ornery, Lily. She climbed us like a tree. You know, Goober, because you're a climber kitty, aren't you? Oh, here's Spaderp. I bet he's going to climb up. Should we watch him? Is he going to climb up there too? Let's see. We can watch them in action. No? Are you gonna climb up? Hi, kitty. If we pet Pepper up here, he'll surely climb up. Yes.
Did you see
My
how
little panther and my tiger.
how they climb?
Yeah, I got it on video. You goofy kitties. I like that they're good climbers. Yeah, I know, you're good at it. All right, back to work. Oh, yeah? Look at, there's the snow. I'm predicting that by this time next week, the trees will be pretty bare. I called that. I just didn't know it was going to all happen in one day. First the snow falls, and then the leaves. Look at that. Welcome to fall.
It's amazing.
Oh, no. Look, I got my ducks in a row. Yay. Here comes the snow. Oh my goodness, cat. I am not a tree. What's a chicken?
Hi, this is Farmer Boy from Little Ventures.
No, that's not right. Okay, try again. Take two. Take two.